Welcome back. We're here again with Stephane from Starfleet Detailing, and today we're not talking about detailing. We're talking about odor remediation for residential properties. Now, this is a relatively newer service that you guys are offering because you're doing a ton of it with vehicles. Vehicles, people have smoke smell, pet smell, food smells, other smells in their vehicle, and they want that odor gone. You guys have a solution to that. And now you can actually roll this out because it's so effective to residential homes and apartments, Airbnbs. So tell us a story. Where do we get started?
Well, we got started with vehicles, and the last year we've been getting calls like every single day with problems. People either have smoke smell, dog smell, food smell. They want to get out of their cars, right? And so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, if there's such a demand for cars, what about everything else? Like I'm thinking if you're going into an apartment and it smells like food and you like can't stand it. And so the landlord or the manager, what does he do? Right? Sometimes I've heard of what they'll do is they'll repaint. Can you imagine?
Right.
That's crazy.
Repaint every time.
Repaint, yeah.
But what about carpets and flooring and, other things that absorb smells?
That's right. Yeah. So what we do is we go in with our treatment, and we can, what we do is we tell the customer, get your place cleaned. Do the best job you can get cleaned. Hire people if you want. If the smell is still there, then we'll go in and we'll do our magic. We'll get that smell out of there. And it has to be cleaned first. So we can't clean, we can't disinfect dirt, technically.
Right.
But come on.
But why?
Yeah, exactly. You're renting the place or whatever, right? It's something that you want clean. So get it clean, and we go in there and we'll get it all nice and odor free.
Nice. So what is your process? So if you're coming into, let's say, an apartment, landlord wants to rent it out, say he's got it clean. So what do you guys do coming in? Where do you start? What are the trouble areas? And, get us started on that progress.
The biggest problem areas are usually the bathrooms and the kitchen.
Okay.
And the kitchen is obvious for food. And the bathroom is because of mildew. So the mildew smell, our product will kill pretty well any bacteria, any spores, anything like that. Now, if there's a problem where it's continuous, where there's let's say there's a drip in the attic and then it seeps in, so obviously that problem has to be fixed.
Right.
But once you get that fixed, we can go in there and we can get rid of the smell.
Now, what about pet odors? Because pet odors are pretty, they're resilient, let's say. Because I'm sure other people have been in homes where there's cats and they're urinating everywhere. How do you deal with that? Does it work for that?
It does. It does. We have the chemical we use has two components, and one is an acid you add to it, and it creates the chemical that treats the odor. But if it's urine, for example, that's already an acid. So what we do is we just put one of the two components, and as you put it on, let's say it's a carpet, and you drench it with this product, as it goes and seeps in, it starts to react with the acid. It totally destroys the molecules that cause the odor.
That's amazing.
It's 100% effective. It's not even it's not like ozone, where we used to use ozone. It's like a hit and miss.
Yeah.
And the problem with ozone is actually it destroys rubber.
Oh, okay.
So in a car, that's a problem. A lot of rubber gaskets.
Yeah.
And seals.
All the seals and everything.
So it's a big problem. And it's not 100% accurate. It'll help, but not 100%. This, if it's really embedded deep and our chemical can't reach it, then obviously that'd be an issue. But for the most part, it does what it needs to be done. We had a customer call us yesterday with a leather recliner, and it smells. I think they got it from somebody who smoked, and it smells like smoke.
Sure.
So we can go in and treat it with our product. So what we do is we steam clean the leather to get the visual dirt off. And then after that, we treat it with our chemical.
Yeah.
And that neutralizes the smoke odor.
And it doesn't damage the dye or the leather or anything like that?
It doesn't. Now, if it was left on too long, it would, right? Because it'll, like I said, it destroys the molecules of natural fibers.
Right.
So cotton and leather and whatnot. And so the dwell time is important. It's not something that you can do on your own. Like a lot of people say, oh, I'll just find it and buy it on my own. First of all, it's a professional product. There are hazards to it when you use it. We have to wear the respirator and gloves and all that. It is a lung irritant. If you have asthma and you're using that chemical and you don't have the proper equipment, it will trigger your asthma attack.
Okay.
So, there's some risks to it. That's why it's only for professionals, and you can't just buy it and do it yourself. But that being said, it also only has a 3-day. It's not like a forever chemical where you think, oh, this chemical's in my house, and you're scared. It's going to affect my health. This becomes inert in 3 days.
Okay.
So there's no issue. And the smell is a little bit like a chlorine smell.
Okay.
But it's not bleach. So it's in the family of chlorines, but it's very unstable.
Okay.
And what I mean by unstable is it's got a quick reaction time. And so it combines with other elements really quickly. And that's how it kills the bacteria and viruses and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So really, this is a solution for property managers, people who have Airbnbs, and let's say there was a big party or something and they wanted to, make sure that it was nice for the next guests. You have people with Airbnbs or, short-term rentals. They can call you. And how fast is the turnaround time on getting this done for them?
So if it's a home, we need about 4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours, yeah. So we set up in the morning, we start the treatment. In the afternoon, we can pick up the equipment, air out the place.
Okay.
So it's a quick turnaround. And it's good for any indoor space. We have to close up the place. In other words, we want low sunlight. So there's blinds, we close the blinds. The heat and the UV rays, it kind of destroys the gases that we use. So it's important to be able to, limit the sunlight and make sure it's not too cold, not too hot, like a good air temperature, like inside air temperature. And we have to have it enclosed. We can't have a draft. It'll just, pull out the chemical out the window. So those are the factors, right?
Okay.
And of course, the bigger the space, the more chemical we need. So if it was like a big dance hall, 4,000 square feet, 20-foot ceilings, obviously it's going to be a little more pricey because you got to fill the whole place with gas. But it's relatively affordable. It's definitely cheaper than painting.
Yeah, for sure. I have a question for you. Does it leave behind any type of residue?
No. Now, if it was to spill as it dries up, it would leave crystals of salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's all good.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty decent solution for someone who, there's a lot of different people that move in and out of apartments all the time. And, you don't know what kind of food they're cooking. Could be very strong odors. Yeah. This is the solution to get rid of that.
Yeah. Especially if you have an apartment building, tenants leave and it's like, what the smell is, but you know that the next tenants won't like it.
Right.
Give us a call. We'll have it fixed in a day.
Amazing. Great. Well, thank you so much, Stephane, for that. Guys, apartment owners, people who are property managers and Airbnb, this is the solution. You have clients that move out and you need to make it smell nice for the next guest. Have Starfleet Detailing come in and help you out with that. Thanks so much, and we will see you guys on the next video.